Welcome home, my broken champions, my wild hearts wrapped in quiet silence, my survivors of storms no one saw, my warriors, scarred, silent, but still standing. You, yes, you, the one who walks into every room with invisible chains dragging behind, the one who laughs with pain still bleeding beneath the surface, the one who learned to hide the fire behind a smile, but never forgot how hot it burns. You who were betrayed, you who were abandoned, you who were used, mocked, cast aside, and still found the audacity to wake up and keep breathing. You've been taught to be ashamed of your past, haven't you? Taught to stay quiet about the pain, to swallow the memories, to smile like none of it happened. But what if I told you they lied to you? What if I told you that your pain, your past, was never meant to be your prison? What if I told you it was your weapon? You see, people fear the past because they don't know what to do with it. They run from it, bury it, drink it away, scroll it away, fake it away. But not you, not anymore. You've carried too much to keep pretending. Too many nights spent staring at the ceiling. Too many memories that bite when you try to rest. Too many ghosts whispering your name in the dark. But you've reached the point where silence is louder than screams. And now, it's time to stop being haunted and start being armed. They thought your past would break you. They thought it would silence you. They thought it would keep you weak, shattered, soft, silent. But listen closely, my shadow soldier. The very thing they used to hurt you will now be the blade you carry. The pain they left in you will be the fuel that sets the world on fire. The darkness that tried to bury you will be the shadow you control, because you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become from it. And right now, you're not just surviving, you're sharpening. They whispered about your scars like they were shameful, like the world should only see your smile, not the stories that wrote it. They said, forget it, move on. But they never asked how you sleep at night, with all that noise in your head. You don't forget fire. You don't unlive betrayal. You don't erase the nights you prayed to disappear. But you didn't fold. You didn't vanish. You didn't let it rot you. You became something else, something stronger, something quieter, but deadlier. Because pain is funny. It either destroys you or it transforms you. And oh, what a transformation you've made. You walk differently now. You speak less. But when you do, your words are loaded. You don't just enter rooms. You shift atmospheres. Why? Because people can feel it. That edge, that weight behind your silence, that fire behind your calm. You've learned to fight without raising your voice. You've learned to smile with secrets buried behind your teeth. You've learned that sometimes power isn't loud. Sometimes power is knowing exactly who you are and never needing to explain it. You've stopped apologizing. You've stopped shrinking. You've stopped making people comfortable at the cost of your own healing. And now, you're dangerous. Not because you hurt others, but because you refuse to be hurt the same way twice. Your past didn't make you bitter. It made you aware. It taught you how to spot liars by their tone, how to sense betrayal in a hug, how to read intentions between words. You've become a master of quiet strength, an expert in invisible war, a soldier of the self. You no longer seek revenge. You let time handle that. You just evolve, and nothing confuses them more than the version of you they can no longer manipulate. They thought your silence meant weakness. They mistook your distance for defeat. They thought you disappeared but you were simply becoming colder, becoming smarter, becoming untouchable. Because once you've been broken and rebuilt by your own hands, you no longer beg to be understood. You no longer wait to be loved correctly. You stop explaining the fire in your chest to people who only see smoke. See, you learned the hard way. Not everyone who claps is cheering for you. Not every smile is genuine. And not everyone you helped would do the same for you if you fell. So you stopped reaching out. You stopped hoping they'd change. You stopped dancing for people who never learned your rhythm. Now, you stand still and let the world adjust to your silence. They ask, "What happened to you?" You smile and say, "I woke up. Woke up to the games. Woke up to the patterns. Woke up to your own worth. You're not cold. You're careful. You're not rude. You're reserved. You're not broken. You're battle-tested. Because when you've survived storms that tried to drown you, you stop fearing rain. You walk different now, with that ghost of pain in your eyes and that calm that says, "I've seen worse than you." You no longer fall for sweet words. You listen for tone, for hesitation, for the gaps between their sentences. You read people before they even speak, because pain is an excellent teacher. It rewires your instincts. It tunes your gut like a weapon. It makes you precise. And you're no longer reacting. You're calculating. You're watching. You're learning how to move without being seen, how to strike without warning. Because now, you don't just survive. You command your space. You control your access. You own your story. You wear your past like armor, not to be pitied, but to remind the world. I don't break easy anymore. Let them talk. Let them say, "You've changed." They don't understand. You had to. You didn't wake up one day and decide to be this cold, this silent, this surgical. Life carved this version of you out of betrayal, neglect, and too many nights you swallowed your pain just to keep the peace. You gave them chances, too many. You spoke softly. You forgave loudly. You stayed when you should have left. You gave love like oxygen, and they called you too much. Now your peace is expensive. Now your attention is earned. Now your heart, that soft golden thing they abused, is behind walls built with truth. Not anger, not hatred, just clarity. You don't entertain chaos anymore. You recognize the red flags the first time. You stop responding when the energy shifts. You disappear quietly, because you learned that leaving loud never mattered to those who never listened. You used to want revenge. Now you want distance. You used to cry. Now you calculate. Because pain rewired your system. You walk like a loaded question now. You look like a warning. You breathe like someone who could love deeply, but would rather protect their peace than risk another misfire. You are not the same, and that's the point. Let them regret it. Let them whisper. Let them miss you. Your story is not theirs to write anymore. You used to be the healer, the fixer, the forgiver. Now you are the line they will never cross again, because you don't just wear your past. You wield it as a sword, as a shield, as a silent declaration. You had me once. Never again. You're not here to prove your worth. Not to them. Not to anyone who saw your value only when you were gone. You're here to build, to rise, to evolve with your scars, not hide them, to carry your past like fire, not to burn others, but to light your way. Welcome to your rebirth. Let the world adjust.